Good morning, Manatee, and welcome to our first Kane News and MACOHI collaboration. I'm Moria Corbett, the Editor-in-Chief for the MACOHI, and I am joined today by our new principal, Ms. Fleming.
Good morning, Moira.
Good morning. Thank you for taking the time to sit down with us today and answer a few questions. First of all, you graduated from MAnatee High in 2007. Can you talk about what it's like to return here as principal? What drew you back to Manatee? How has it changed, and how has it remained the same?
Absolutely. So yes, I graduated in 2007, and even though I graduated then, it feels like I kind of haven't left because I've stayed connected. You know, I had a younger sister come through after me, and many family and friends that have also walked these halls since then. To be honest with you, a lot of it's the exact same as when I left. Obviously new faces in our classrooms with staff, but also some returning faces that have been here. And of course, you know, Kane pride never dies. And so what drew me back is that I have that experience, an amazing 4 years here at MAnatee High School, and I'm just excited to be back and serve as principal.
That's amazing. Question number 2. Manatee High School is obviously a place with great school spirit. As they say here, Kane pride never dies. How do you plan to foster that sense of Kane pride among students, staff, and parents?
Well, we're really lucky because there's a lot to be prideful about here at MAnatee High School. I think we just have to continue finding ways to give people something to be excited about. So that's from our athletics to the clubs and organizations that we have on campus, and also the academic success that we have. Again, we just have a lot to be prideful about. I think sharing all of those positive things, whether it's on social media, through our newsletters, our newspapers, and things like that, just letting everybody know about all the great things going on here, that'll continue to keep the pride alive.
Absolutely. Although Manatee is a pillar of the community, full of tradition and history that defines Bradenton, it too exists within the context of a rapidly changing society. Can you share your vision for the future of Manatee High School?
Absolutely. Again, I think just continuing to build on that history, keeping that tradition alive, but also responding to the changes. Our society changes, that means our students' needs change, it means our staff changes, and I think it's just listening, observing all of those things, and having conversations about what's working, what might need to be changed, and you know, building on that. But I think, you know, it's important here at Manatee High School that we also value the tradition and history, and we keep that alive.
Absolutely. The last 5 years have been some of the most turbulent in American history. The COVID pandemic, quarantine, and social media usage have led to skyrocketing rates of mental health issues among teenagers. 1 in 7 high school students will at some point struggle with depression, anxiety, or another behavioral disorder. How will you approach this issue as the principal at Manatee High?
Well, I think as the principal, you know, it's important that we make sure we have staff that are professionals, that are trained to help students through some of these issues. It's definitely the reality in today's time. But I also think it goes to making, you know, this campus a place where students want to be and where they feel a sense of belonging. So finding ways that we can continue to give students that sense of belonging so that if they are struggling with something, they have somebody that they can reach out to, and we have trained professionals on campus that we can connect them with.
Absolutely, really building that community. For the past 2 years, you have served as the Director of Secondary Curriculum and Instruction. How does your experience from that position influence your approach to education from a principal's perspective? How do you encourage creativity and innovation among both students and teachers?
Yeah, so I had the opportunity over the last 2 years to spend a lot of time in all of our middle and high schools around the district. It gave me the opportunity to, you know, walk the halls and see what was going on in classrooms, and kind of identify some of the trends, things that are going really well and things that we can continue to improve upon. And so just being able to bring that perspective here as I take on this leadership position, you know, will definitely help guide the conversations we have as a staff. I also think creativity and innovation, I think it can happen naturally. We have a lot of amazing teachers on this campus, and even though we have district and state curriculum, teachers always should be, you know, given that autonomy to add their own individual, you know, style and flair to the classroom.
Right, absolutely. I love to hear that. The teacher shortage is alarmingly real. 45% of school districts in America report that they feel that they are understaffed. What advice would you give to any aspiring educators or future school leaders?
That's a great question. I'll just start off by saying we're very lucky this year. Manatee High School is fully staffed. We started on day one, fully staffed with a teacher in every classroom, and that is a blessing in today's time because there is definitely a shortage. You know, I think I would just tell them it's a worthy cause. You know, there's a lot of negativity out there about the field of education, but there's also so many, you know, exciting things that happen, you know, in classrooms and on a school campus. And one of the main reasons that I'm so excited about being back on a school campus is because, you know, being a part of that is special. And so, you know, even with all that negativity, it's a worthy cause, and I would encourage anyone that's aspiring leader or aspiring educator to go for it.
Absolutely. And finally, what is one fact that you think every student here at Manatee High should know about you?
Ooh, one fact. I think probably just that I'm really excited to be here, and I truly want to get to know our students. I think sometimes, you know, administrators, we get to work with students maybe when they're in trouble. It's not always the best time, right? But I want to get to know you, you know, even when you're not in trouble. So I'd encourage you to come up and say hello, introduce yourself to me, and you know, let me get to know you. I look forward to, you know, visiting some of our clubs and organizations, visiting our classrooms, you know, going to athletic events. So when I'm there and you see me, please come out and say hello, because I'd like to get to know you and start building that relationship and, you know, watching you thrive here at Manatee High School.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ms. Fleming. This has been Moria Corbett in conjunction with the MACOHI and Kane News. Thank you for watching.